Well, today we got a story, and I pulled it off of Reddit. You can go on the subreddit Bad Cop No Donut. It's a good subreddit to go on if you ever feel like getting mad for any reason, because they never have a shortage of content. But today we have one out of Georgia, man shot over unpaid traffic debt, and I'll post the link in the subreddit on there. But basically what happened with this guy is he had unpaid traffic fines, and article says that the esteemed officers of the law showed up to his workplace and they tried to serve him a warrant, which of course this is America. You get an arrest warrant over unpaid debt because debtors' prisons, those were outlawed a long time ago, right? So anyway, apparently the man attempted to flee, which really is what some rational people would do. You shouldn't have a warrant out for you just because you can't pay your traffic bills. And the article goes on about how BS the cops are. You know, they're lying. Oh, we feared for our lives. And it goes on to list a bunch of witnesses who are calling out the cops and saying, how could you be fearful for your life? Here were the real circumstances. He was fleeing and all of that. But basically what I've got to say about this is these officers are going to be held to account. And back in the 1800s, you know, we had what was called Sherman's March to the Sea. And the Union soldiers went around burning and pillaging everything. Basically, this is what's going to happen to these officers when they go to hell. Now, I don't personally believe in hell, but I do like to say what I'm about to say because it really riles up you Tea Party idiots. These men are going to go down there, and they're going to be forced to watch images of their wives being raped by black men. That is going to be their eternal punishment. Now, I'm not saying their wives would actually have to go to hell, but Satan can conjure an image of their wives or their girlfriends, and their daughters too. So that's basically what I think would be an appropriate punishment. They have to sit there and watch the big black man rape their daughter or wife for eternity. Another good one is that Satan will shove a hot iron up their daughter's ass, or wife, or whatever, other female family member. These rednecks have never been truly reformed. One of the biggest things about the Civil War is that it was a great success in that we got the slaves freed, and there were many other good things that came of it. But Reconstruction was kind of a failure. You never really had a full-blown effort to get these rednecks in school, and I mean forcibly drag them to school. That's what needed to happen. You know, you couldn't have them out there in the fields working so they would just be ignorant like they are today. So we really do need a 21st century Reconstruction. And I really do, as much as I hate the Obama administration, I like what they're doing and going in and doing these federal civil rights lawsuits because it's really driving the GOP crazy. The fact that someone is coming in and shutting them down and saying, no, you corrupt local governments, if you're not going to charge them, we're going to do it. We're going to get them on something because we know these are the real criminals. Not to say that Eric Holder himself isn't a scumbag or the U.S. Department of Justice isn't corrupt, but they are doing some good in this area. And I wish, that they would not just go after cases of where blacks are being hurt. Because in my area, I've seen what these local Italian mafia types are doing. They rig real estate prices. They go through loopholes to get special deals at foreclosures. Someone needs to come in and bust up these Italians up in the Northeast because they're really causing a big mess themselves. They own every board. You go in there and you see them with their dark skin, their ugly noses. It's like they've just come out of their Catholic church. And they get these real estate deals for pennies on the dollar from the government. They'll go and buy them from things like county, tax sale lists, and there won't even be a competitive bid. I show up and try and give a competitive bid, and they don't let me. They just give it to them. So anyway, that's my thoughts for today. These officers are going to go to hell, and they are going to have some exquisite punishments, and it's really going to be fun to watch the tears on their face when they have to watch their wife getting penetrated by a big black dick. Thank you, and have a good day.